Hi everyone, welcome back to WesKnows Tech News and Reviews. Today we'll be talking about apps, or specifically the Fitbit app. Because let's say you got yourself a smartwatch or fitness tracker, but that's really just half the job done. So here we've got the Fitbit Luxe. But just looking at the tracker is not going to give you much. You need the Fitbit app to take this tracker to its fullest capability. And that's with any tracker out there, or smartwatch or sportwatch. So let's get into the details about the Fitbit app. So I've got the Fitbit app working on both my Samsung as well as my iPhone 12, the one I'm actually filming on. But I'll be showing you how everything works off the iPhone 12. So without further ado, let's get into it. And so you finally got on the Fitbit that you were wanting for so long. The Fitbit Luxe, or basically any other smartwatch from Fitbit. But now that you have the smartwatch, you have to know how to actually use the app. And that's why we're going to go to the Fitbit app, and I'm going to show you how to actually get around the app, understand what you need to do around here, how to use the screens, how to set up the menus, the options, for you to get the maximum out of your fitness tracker, smartwatch or sport watch from Fitbit. So let's get into it. Let's start with the basics. So you enter the actual app, and this is the screen that you see. We're going to be talking about how to actually set up the app. So first of all, let's go on to your photo. So click on the little circle in the top left corner. So there you will see your name, the name you registered with. So here we have WesK, that's me, WesKnows. So let's click on that. Once you click on that, you can actually set up a profile picture or the profile background, as well as your picture in the middle here. Just click on the actual photo. Now, let's get into the personal settings. So here you actually have your display name. You've got the location of where you're at, about you, so you can actually write a line or two about yourself, so you can share with your friends or family if they're also using Fitbit and the Fitbit app. Here you've got your birthday, you've got your gender, you've got your height, your weight, etc. Why is this important? Well, the more accurate data that you have in here, the more accurate the calorie count will be on your smartwatch. So I don't have the correct weight in here. Let's actually increase that. So it's a bit more than that. It's around here. So that's my weight. Let's save it. There we go. So we are done with the personal data. Now Fitbit is trying to get you more involved with you and your family, just to get more fit. So it is asking you to set up your goals and to share the goals. So here what you can do is actually go into the badges and trophies. So this is the badges or the trophies that you get for actually participating in some challenges, or if you have beaten your own personal record, such as walking more steps than in any previous day, or running for a bit more, or improving your sleep score, and so forth. So you will see all of that in here. Now, groups is all about sharing. So you can actually discover more groups by clicking on this one here. So you have your family group, so you can add them in. You can put in your snacking tips, you can get them here. You can get your mind and body or get moving groups, health groups, and so forth. So you can join these and feel part of a community. You can do that in there. Now, you also have your guided programs, you've got your health assessments. So this is all part of the Fitbit experience. Now, adding friends is obvious. You click on and you can add friends by name. And once you have friends, you can actually see their posts if they post any. Or you can make posts and your friends and family will be able to see them. This personal setup is all about you. Now, when you're setting up a new device, you will have to click on this thing right here. Set up a device. Obviously, we already have a setup device, the Luxe, and you can see that it's connected. It's connected to the phone. So now, because it has connected GPS, if you want to track any activity where you require GPS, it would be using the GPS of this smartphone, the iPhone 12 in front of you. Now, Fitbit Premium, that's the tab that you can press on if you want to see all the different availables that Fitbit Premium gives you. So when you buy a Fitbit Luxe, as an example, you get the 6 months Fitbit Premium service already included. So after the 6 months is over, you would have to start cashing up about £7 or £8 a month, or up to $10 a month. Now, creating a family account, I think that's quite obvious. That's you creating a family account if other family members are actually using a Fitbit as well. But now you've got the settings. So activity and wellness. So once again, you've got your daily activities. So this is what you expect to be doing. So you've got 10,000 steps that you expect to be walking. Now, a distance of 8.05 kilometers, that's not an actual GPS distance. This is a distance that's calculated by taking your steps and multiplying them by the average step or stride length that is also set up in the app. Now, your calories burned will depend on the exercise you do, as well as the entries of the weight and your height and your gender that we put in the personal tab. Now let's get out of the daily activities and we can move on to exercise. This tab also shows you the auto-recognized exercises that the Fitbit Luxe can do for you. Or if you have the Fitbit Versa or Fitbit Sense, whatever you may have, this page here will show you what that smartwatch and the app can do together for you. If you tap into heart health, this will actually show you what the current or the default settings for your cardio burn and your heart rate zones are set up. So we can see that fat burn is considered anywhere between 112 beats per minute and 135 beats per minute. A cardio workout is 135 to 164 beats per minute. Anything above 164 beats per minute is considered as peak. Is actually, you can put in a custom max heart rate. So it's already defaulted at 182. I don't want to change that, so I'm just going to switch it off. You can also set up custom heart rate zones. So if you are particularly fit or unfit and your personal trainer has advised you to set up some different heart rate zones or different to the defaults, you can do it right here. Yep. So again, we're going to untap it. We're fine with what we have as default. Now, if we go into the nutrition and weight. So in this tab, you would have to manually update all the stats. I'm not a particular fan of that, so I usually skip this. But if you want to, you can. Again, this will make all the metrics and statistics much more accurate on your smartwatch. Now, if we click into sleep, this is where we're going to see our sleep stats. So the timer sleep goal is 8 hours. That's the standard. Now, you can also set up your bedtime and wake up time. And you can also set a reminder as to when you're going to sleep. You can do that. Now, sleep sensitivity is normal. You've got a couple of options here, either sensitive or normal. Okay, so we're pretty much done with the activity and wellness screen. So let's get out of here. And we're back to the main screen. So with account settings, this is where you can actually set up your account details. So your authorized devices, so on which devices can you use this app? You can change your email, your passwords, you can delete your account from here. So this is basically, again, just a settings screen. So no changes here. Now, app settings. So this is where you set up your time zone. Well, it's usually set automatically. You've got your units. This is quite important. So I prefer to see my units in centimeters and kilometers, kilograms, milliliters, meters, calories, not kilojoules. And I want my temperature in Celsius, not Fahrenheit. So if you're in the US, I would expect that you'd be putting your units to Fahrenheit, at least for temperature. Right, let's get out of here. Now, you got your help and support, your legal, your notifications. Now, this is quite important because here you can actually set up the notifications you want to see on your smartwatch. And if you don't want to see it, you just switch the tumbler off. So, let's get out. Okay, in regards to social and sharing, these are your, again, sharing options. Now, third-party apps is quite interesting because here you can set up compatible apps so something that work with Fitbit, but these are the third-party apps. You can actually use this to change your clock faces. You can download apps, but of course with the Fitbit Lux there's not much point in that because the face is, well, as you can see, it's tiny. It's less than 1.1 inches. Right, so I think we're finished with third-party apps. Let's get back into the main screen. So here we are. These are our account details. Let's go back. And this would be the screen when you enter the app. So what does this actually show you? Well, the main circle here is showing you your zone minutes. So if we click on that, you will actually see how much activity you've done for the day, right? So it's telling me that I've done 7 minutes in the fat burn zone and I've done 0 zone minutes in the cardio and peak. But that's obvious because most of the day I've been sitting and doing my, well, daytime job. And now I'm doing a review, so I'm still sitting down. Right, okay, so let's get out of here. Another very important point is that up on top, you will see, says today. Now, today obviously means for the last 24 hours or just after midnight. So you can click onto yesterday and you will see all of yesterday's. Then you can see the day before and so forth. Now, under the zone minutes, you will be able to see how many steps you've taken, the distance. Once again, the distance covered is not your GPS distance. Rather, it's your steps multiplied by the average stride length that is recorded in the app for you. And you can change this. And of course, the calories burnt based on your gender, your height, your weight, and other factors that you could have put into your account settings, something we've covered already. Right, then of course you've got all the rest of the stats that are measured during the day. So you've got your mindfulness, you've got your stress management here. Very important tab here is sleep. Now if you want to get into the more details, what you need to do is actually tap into these particular sections. So over here we've got sleep. What do we see? Well, we slept today for 5 hours and 59 minutes from 11:22 to 12:46. And that gives us a fair score of 76 points. And you will see all your other stats from all your previous night sleeps in the same tab. So you can back out of here by pressing back. Of course, here you also see your actual stats on the sleep. So we can see that we fell asleep at 1:44 a.m. and woke up at 8:28 a.m. 45 minutes of awake time, REM sleep of 1 hour and 18 minutes, light sleep 4 hours and 3 minutes, and deep sleep for 38 minutes. Now, if we look at exercise this week, we can see that we've done 1 out of 5 today. Well, no, actually yesterday, so it's telling us. So this was automatically picked up because I did not start a walking activity. So walking, did it for 33 minutes, burnt 172 calories, and the average heart rate was 100 beats per minute. And you can see all the way back when exercises were particularly done. So in this tab, you would be recording the automated detected activities as well as the activities that you purposefully set up on your band. So for example, when you go into your smartwatch or your fitness tracker and you actually set up particular exercise such as walking, running, freestyle workouts in the gym, whatever it may be, they will be recorded in this particular screen. Right, so that's done with the exercise. Now you can go onto your health metrics. So this tab here will show you your advanced metrics because you do have the premium options set up now. So you've got your breathing rate, which will be calculated during the night. You've got your heart rate variability. Now HRV is a very important factor that tells you quite a lot about your nervous system, your stress management. It tells you about your general cardio activity as well as your cardiovascular health. Now you've got your resting heart rate stat in here as well. So these are your calc metrics, and once again the trend will grow the more data points you have on those plots. In here, this is your hourly activity. So this is how much activity you've done in a particular day. So we can see that out of 9 working hours today, I've only done 3 hours of activity. So that would mean when your sedentary reminder is telling you to get up and walk around every hour, I didn't get up for 6 hours out of 9. But for 3, I did. Okay, so this is my weight goal. You can log in some water if you've drunk any, and your foods. Now, food is quite interesting because once you go in here, you can actually use the recipes that you've got in here. Some of them are quite fun, easy to make, etc. So you can actually download an app to your phone where you can count your calories, and you can sync it to the Fitbit app. So you will be counting your calories, the ones that you've actually burned today, using this number over here, and this will take into account the calories that you've actually eaten from that were logged in the third-party app. So now if you want to move forward, this is the screen for today. Let's get into Discover. Discover is all about you discovering new friends, new options to stay fitter, to become more healthy. So you've got a number of things here. You've got featured videos, you've got challenges and adventures, something really easy to get into, but you do feel that there's a challenge and you might want to do more steps, you might want to do more sleep, you might do more exercise on the weekend, etc., etc. And the fact is, you can actually take photos and you can feel as part of a community with this Discover tab. There's a lot to get into. Obviously, you can discover more clocks, more apps here. You can look at the workouts. Let's say this one here, 25-minute aerobic rowing power. So let's click on that. So you can do that, or you can play the actual video, whatever you may want to. You've got mindfulness exercises, you've got nutrition plans here, you've got guided programs. So for example, the push-up preps. Here, of course, you've got everything just written down without the videos, just to keep things nice and simple. The Discover screen is there for you to discover new options on how to get fitter, healthier, and so forth. And of course, to make your smartwatch or fitness tracker, well, a bit more customized. And I'm talking about clock faces and apps that you can download here. Now we can go into the community screen. So the community screen is, again, it's self-explanatory. It's all about your community. So what you can do here is actually join communities like cycling groups, sleeping well groups, daily activities, and snacking tips. So you can get in here, you can actually chat, you can make new friends, and so forth. And now we can go into the last tab. It's called Premium. So this Premium tab is all about your premium features. So advanced sleep analytics, as an example, you can go in here and it will give you a great big breakdown about your sleep. It will tell you about how much you've actually slept. You can click into that and you will see your REM cycles in detail. You will get guidance and recommendations on how to improve your sleep and so forth. Now, of course, in here as well, and go into Premium, you can go into video workouts. And here you can actually choose how you want them. Your favorites, your abs and core, your shikari, let's go cardio. So in cardio, let's say quick and fast treadmill run. So you click into here, and you'll be able to watch this or listen to this and follow along. But the main tab, the one that I always use, is just today, because this tells me all about my day. How much I've slept, how much exercise I've done during the day, how much exercise I've done overall while exercising, and if I want to look at any trends. Again, you've got your HRV, you've got your breathing rate. We don't have the skin temperature working with the Fitbit Lux, but you do get it in other smartwatches, such as the Fitbit Sense. And of course, the resting heart rates, that is here as well. And as you get more data on this plot, it will become much more meaningful. That's pretty much it. So if you do want to use your smartwatch or fitness tracker from any manufacturer to its fullest extent, you need to understand how to work this app and how to make the most accurate readings that you can get through updating your height, your gender, your weight, and of course the steps that you want to be taking, your stride length, and so forth. Thank you for watching another video from WesKnows Tech News and Reviews. If you do like this review, please drop us a like, and if you want to see more of the same, you know what to do. Please click the red subscribe button below the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.